All right, everybody. Questions for JB and Garrett. Who wants to start us off?
Obviously, much stronger offensive showing tonight. How'd it feel to get those shots, see those shots go down, even though you weren't able to pick up the win today?
It felt good. Definitely something we can use. It's that momentum going forward. The last 8 games of the regular season. So it felt good to get going a little bit.
So down the stretch, you guys had a lead as big as 7 going down there, and then they went on a 13-3 run to end the game. Sort of, what do you think happened in the last few minutes?
We just couldn't put together some stops that we needed. They put the ball at the rim and made plays, and we just didn't.
Garrett, just a strong first half from you. How does it feel to, get back out on the court after missing Tuesday's game?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I was playing with energy. I felt like I did that from the beginning of the game. Shots just sometimes they're not falling, but yeah, we just want to come out and play with energy. I think we did that. So.
6th straight loss. Can you guys sort of describe if there's been sort of any change in your preparation during this streak behind the scenes, anything in the locker room, just sort of what's going on behind the scenes right now?
It's been the same. Coach is really consistent. Our team is really consistent with how we prepare for games. It's definitely a sense of urgency in the locker room. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to, figure this thing out. So, we just got to keep plugging away.
Obviously, as David mentioned, you're on a 6-game winning streak, but obviously want to look forward ahead of time. So going up against George Mason, you want to keep that same energy up, or do you want to make a change in any sort of game that you do?
I think we got to keep the energy that we had today. This is the first time in a long time that I think we came to play for 2 full halves. Tonight it just didn't go our way, but I was happy with our energy and our effort for the whole game, so we want to keep that going.
You guys played about the last 10 minutes without Stretch and Darren. Had you guys spent a lot of time in practice ever sort of playing a lineup without the two of them, and how is that adjustment to playing sort of a 5-out style on offense?
I mean, we have guys who can kind of plug in and play. I think for us, the biggest thing was they just had some big guys that were physical down low, and when you lose your 2 front court guys, it's tough to guard those guys.
Yeah, we haven't spent too much time, but everybody kind of knows every position. So, like you said, we got a lot of people that can come in and fill that position, but with the lack of size, I think it hurt us on the defensive end the most.
You guys had a much better second half than the first half. I just want to hear a little bit about the halftime message and what the coaches told you guys.
The coaches felt good about our energy in the first half and the defensive effort that we was given. So his message is just continue that. And yeah, shots will fall, offense will get going. So our message mainly was just energy on defense, really.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you.
I'll see you now.
Thanks, Garrett.
Thank you. Loyola's not coming to see you.
Kevin, do you have a book?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right, Coach, start us off with opening statement and then questions.
Credit to Loyola-Chicago. I mean, they've had such a great year, and they battled like a team that's a veteran team like they are, a team that has been in some really close games. and they made the plays that were needed down the stretch. So credit to them. Very proud of my group. I thought we had a lot of fight. I thought we, for the first time in a while, my younger group of guys played the game and not the score at times. In the last 3 weeks, we've been doing that. Physical game, a lot of good plays by both teams, and wish we had Darren obviously there, or Stretch maybe not in foul trouble. It's a little bit hard for us as it is in the front court with those two guys out. Obviously compromises us at the rim defensively. Don't really have much of another person to turn to there.
No, sorry, go ahead.
So even before Stretch got into foul trouble, he was kind of struggling on the defensive end, not able to go up against some of their bigger players like Alston and Adelakun. Do you think that he needs to change up the way he's been playing? Because it's so far been kind of struggling these last few weeks.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know what other way he could try to play. I mean, he's top 10 in the country in blocking shots. The fouls, are problematic. He's an inexperienced player. There's no doubt about that. So there's going to be some level of learning for him, and I think he does affect shots at the rim at times where it doesn't necessarily show up in the stat sheet where he blocks it, but his presence there for us is for our team. If I had 3 guys like that, run them in and out, then maybe you'd look at it differently. But it's just hard to, is that balance of how often are we small, how often are we big is something I'm having to deal with every night.
Looked like throughout the game before he ended up sort of sitting the rest of it, Darren picked up a few different knocks. Is there any sort of designation on what his injury status is right now, or what
really
even
know.
the injury?
No, it sounded like it was a groin, but I don't know. It's not good for us when he don't play. I know that. That's what I do know. You have to be a doctor for that.
Great 3-point defense in the second half. Did you make it? Was it a conscious adjustment?
Yeah, we talked to them a little bit about it. I mean, they shot 43% and 32 from 3. They're a good defensive team. Arguably our best offensive player didn't basically play but 22 minutes. Garrett really has battled valiantly back, from some of the stuff he's been dealing with. So, I thought we got some good looks. Max, I played like a Max type of game the way he should play, right? He gets defensive rebounds, he makes some threes, right? So James was aggressive, which is what we wanted. So yeah, we are what we are, and I thought we did a nice job. I think, again, to their credit, they get an offensive rebound, make that 3. They get an offensive miss that 3. We steal the ball up 1, go up, and probably should shuffle it to Max. Instead, JaCoy goes up. They come down, block it, knocks off us instead of it being our ball. I don't know. You know what I mean? These games are so close. We don't have a big margin for error, So good, great game.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were able to get a lot of stops on defense in the second half and eventually convert on the other end. How'd you feel about your team's ability to get stops?
Yeah, I just thought we fought. We played really hard. We fought. We just, again, missing a stop or 2 at the rim late in the game. But I thought, tremendous fight, effort, care factor was very, very high. And I told them if we play like that with that sort of vigor and effort the rest of the way, we'll have some good results, And we're in I've never lost 6 games in a row. First for me, I think, but it's not really about the score right now. It's really more about how we're playing. And I thought today we were kind of back to where we played in the first 4 league games where we go 3-1 and lose a 3 overtime game. But I think that's the encouraging thing now. Can we not get so down about the score that we can just come bring that back, and can Darren get healthy, all those things.
So kind of are you going to change up any of your messaging or anything that you're doing behind the scenes heading into Tuesday?
I've tried it all, so I don't know. I mean, when I say change, it's like spinning the wheel. We'll just spin the wheel and figure it out. We've tried it all. No, whatever I said must have helped a little bit because I thought we got a good result, so maybe I'll stick with that.
You beat Mason last time. That's encouraging. You get to go a quick trip
Yeah.
down the street.
Don't have to stay at a hotel.
Yeah, it looked like you guys were starting to play way more aggressive on offense after Buchanan and Stretch went down. So you think aggression is like how you want this team to approach
I think
this?
it's a little bit more about how Loyola plays. You know, they make it difficult to throw passes, right? So you got to initiate off the pick and roll, and then obviously you get in the paint and make good decisions, which we did for, most of the game. So I think it's like, style makes the fight, and that the style required us to be attacking and then make great choices, which I think we did, again, most of the game. No, come on. You had questions now.
No, don't worry, I've gone and we've answered everything,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Anything else, guys?
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.